She definitely called us a nigga. She definitely did. That's disrespectful. To me and your kind, you can call me what you want, but you don't call me a nigga.
Now the next time I gotta come up here, get out. No, you ain't gotta apologize to him. Because he should have controlled that. That's a wrong what?
In the restaurant, two women were engaged in a fierce argument with a staff member, their voices filled with frustration. The dispute quickly escalated, causing nearby diners to glance over in concern, while the employee struggled to calm the escalating tension. Two women were fiercely arguing in the restaurant, their voices rising as the tension escalated, drawing concerned looks from other diners.
Hey!
A couple was fiercely arguing with a man inside a car, their voices growing louder as the disagreement escalated, creating a tense atmosphere.
Don't get smart with me. Everybody doing the same thing. What the f you mean? I already made an order. What are you talking about? What? Yo, you're not even. Yo, take my. Are you a manager? You the manager? You the manager? They already took my order. Are you a manager? What's your name?
In the supermarket, a woman was engaged in a heated argument, her voice echoing through the aisles. Other shoppers watched with concern as the disagreement escalated, creating a tense and uncomfortable atmosphere in the store. In the restaurant, a man was engaged in a heated argument with an employee, his frustration clear as his voice grew louder. Nearby diners glanced over, concerned as the situation escalated and the tension in the room increased.
You put it back on now! I ordered something, that's what I wanted! Let go! Now what I wanted, I want the meat and the cheese and the onion and the roast toasted.
On this side. This
right, now this is toasted. With the meat on there and the cheese like always.
On the train, two men were engaged in a heated argument with a woman, their voices rising as the disagreement escalated. Passengers glanced over in concern, while the tension between the three continued to build, creating an uncomfortable atmosphere for everyone nearby.
Hey! Hey, stop! Jesus Christ! Stop!
You got in my face! You piece of shit! Fucking broke everything. I literally sat down.
In the room, Several women were engaged in a heated argument, their voices rising as the tension between them escalated. The intense exchange filled the space, making the atmosphere uncomfortable for everyone present.
Show his uniform. You disgrace the U.S. You disgrace the USA. You fucking piece of shit. You put me on it. You put me on it. You put me on the freaking... Put me on. Put me on.
Hey, Williams,
Put me on.
can you give me Chief's number?
That's not a uniform. You piece of fucking shit.
A woman was engaged in a heated argument with a staff member in the restaurant, her voice rising as tension escalated.
You ain't never gonna come up in my face again, I promise you that. Nor will you slam something in my face.
Do not speak to me like that.
Excuse you?
Excuse you.
What's your issue? Like, what did
No,
he do to you?
no, the fuck, he is not gonna throw, he is not ever gonna throw one stuff at me or slam it in my face.
We don't know him. We don't know
I need him to calm down.
He
What
didn't
the
say
fuck? I
anything
didn't
to
say
him.
nothing to him.
He
I told
wasn't
him
even our-
he
we were
forgot our
helping us.
stuff and he proceeded to close the door in my face and slam it and then threw it at me. Threw it in my fucking
In the restaurant, a woman was engaged in a heated argument with a staff member, her frustration evident as her voice grew louder. Other diners glanced over, sensing the tension as the situation between her and the employee escalated.
You don't tell me what to do. You're right, I don't tell you anything. Keep using language.
I can use the language. You know why? Because no, you're ignorant.
Keep being ignorant.
You're the ignorant one.
You're right. I need to
Because number one, you Trump supporter, you don't tell me what the to do. Thank you, sir.
No
Now
worries.
I've had it.
That's great. That's great.
I have served this
That's
country.
great.
My family has
That's
served
great.
this country.
In the restaurant, a woman was involved in a fierce argument with a staff member, her voice sharp and filled with frustration. The disagreement quickly escalated, drawing the attention of nearby diners, while the employee struggled to keep calm and manage the tense situation.
And buying food for everybody. And he would not serve me. So I know that you're being cast up.
Can you turn off this video?
Yeah,
Sir,
record
you
it.
want it? No,
Because
I don't need.
Yeah, man.
You turn off.
Yeah, call him.
You cannot do it.
Call him.
I've already got it.
Because he knows
You're not
he's
doing
the manager.
inside
And he pulled this
anything,
stuff with
okay?
me 25 years ago when I had
I mean, it's already too late.
And I told him at that time, we're not doing it.
In the restaurant, a woman was locked in a heated argument with a staff member, her voice rising with frustration. The dispute quickly escalated, causing other diners to look on with concern as the employee tried to manage the tense situation.
I'll be angry.
Now, give it to me then. I will. Go. Go. No, give me my fucking money. You want me to call the police on you either way because I'm not taking your disrespect. I said that last. You threw the table down? You threw the table down? Throw me down. You threw the table down. You threw the table down, Jessica? The table? How about you throw me down? I want you on my line. All right, stand there, hold everybody else up. You're disrespectful and you're rude. And I gave you 10 minutes to get out my line. You're still standing here.
You haven't given my money back. You haven't did anything.
I'm gonna refund you. I don't have to refund you on your account. I refund you when I leave. Get the fuck out my line and go. There's no service. You have a bench and you don't have a room.
I did.
Goodbye. Okay, stand there. Stand there.
A group of people was engaged in a heated argument on the street, their voices growing louder as the dispute intensified. Passers-by watched with concern as the situation became increasingly chaotic and tense.
Oh shit. Ooh. Oh,
I done stopped it. Oh.
Okay, man? Yeah, I'm just disappointed the way it goes these days. Yes, I totally agree.
Then let me sleep. Stop.
You're
Stop.
making us forcefully
stop. No, you haven't, because I will sleep it off on the side of the road. You can come check on me anytime you want.
No. Have a seat.
No.
In my car. In my car. Get in there. Crawl in. I don't care.
Welcome to Cops America, a journey in which we delve into a pressing issue that's often kept secret. Karen gets knocked out sold after power hit. Imagine being arrested just for riding a bicycle. That's the harsh reality a black student faces when police corruption crosses the line. Let's explore what happened and what it means for justice in our society. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's get it on. Genesis Hansen, an African-American student at Oregon State University, was stopped recently by Senior Trooper Kelly Katsikas for allegedly cycling on the wrong side of a residential street near campus. Initially planning to issue a verbal warning, Trooper Katsikas requested Hansen's identification.
To give me information, I'd be more than happy to read it, and then we could go through it politely like you mentioned.
We are going through it politely, but you're not complying with a lawful order.
Genesis, knowledgeable about her rights, questioned the trooper's authority and requested to see the specific statute justifying his actions. The situation escalated quickly. The incident unfolded when Hansen was pulled over by a police officer suspecting her of lane deviation. However, under Oregon law, such a violation requires clear road markings, which were absent at the scene. If Hansen had indeed veered left, she might have faced a different charge. But the officers were unable to cite the relevant law. When Hansen questioned the necessity of presenting her identification, she did so with a clear understanding of Oregon's warning. Her request for the specific statute mandating her compliance went unanswered by the officers, and she was ultimately issued a citation instead of the initially intended verbal warning.
All I'm asking is for you to maybe pull up the website or show me the legislation that says that I have to provide my information in this case.
2424, can you get a CPD unit to roll by my location? Jackson, I think I'm on 16th or 17th. 2424, they can come code 1. This is not a emergency situation. All you guys that are recording, I'm also recording, just so you know. Okay.
Do you know how long it'll take for a unit to come by?
I don't know. I just asked for one, you heard.
No, I know, but do they give an ETA or do you have an estimate?
They haven't given me an ETA, nope. I already told you could be rolling down the road by now if you were cooperative.
I am cooperative. I think I'm just asking for information.
You're not cooperative. So the violation that I stopped you for is 811-307, failure to drive within the lane. So that's the first part.
Well, I think that the reason that we're disagreeing is because you have me failing to be in a lane, but I don't see any lines on this road to begin with.
Hello. I'm well. So I'm out with this citizen on a bicycle stop, but I don't know the citizen's name to tell you because the citizen won't tell me their name. Okay. I stopped them for a simple violation, riding the wrong way on the roadway. Okay. I don't know if they even have ID because every question that I ask, we go in a circular argument wherein they state I don't answer questions. It's a minor stop to start with, but it's just where we're at. And I'm recording, so you know, as is half of the...
He mentioned that I was sitting on this side of the road and made the assumption that this middle line of the precinct was the marker of the road. I also mentioned that there weren't any lines. The second thing that I think is important to note is that when I did come on down this road, I will admit, crossing the street, you have to pass this part of the road.
I appreciate that. You do understand this isn't a courtroom, though, correct?
No, I do.
Okay.
But I do think it's important for me to articulate my position in the situation.
Okay. Would you be more willing to talk to me than him since I'm here now? Would you mind talking over here so we don't?
Of course.
We can stay out of traffic.
So I was actually asking for him to provide information stating that I had to give my information over on this stop.
Depending on how things go and the facts of the articulable case in this matter, it can lead into an arrest, and it may not. It could be a violation or it could be a verbal warning.
Right, and I suggested and have already had this conversation a little bit, and that if she failed to comply, I could arrest her for obstructing a police officer, obstructing governmental justice. However, it is customary in our society that when a police officer who's clearly identified as such tells you to pull over for a violation, you go along with the program. That is the requirement. You are lawfully required to provide identification.
So it seems to me that there's a few issues here. So it seems to me you want to hold me to a law that you can't prove or show me.
You don't know that I can't prove that.
All I'm asking is for your law book. You said you don't have it with you. So how can I even know that what you're telling me is the truth? I'm sorry, from a civilian standpoint, you two are colleagues.
Okay.
So, and he's the one that rolled up to help with the situation.
Because you asked me to call someone, I called someone.
But in any case, I am just asking for some information before I provide my own. I don't think this is passive resistance. All I'm asking is for you to provide me information, and you're willing to do so. So I don't feel like I have to provide my information.
In Oregon, individuals are not explicitly required by law to provide identification upon request from law enforcement, according to the state's American Civil Liberties Union. However, the legal context in Oregon is nuanced. While withholding identification is not illegal, officers have the authority to detain individuals during traffic stops until their identity is confirmed, as outlined in Section 810.410 of the Oregon Revised Code. An altercation between Hansen and law enforcement ensued when officers claimed her refusal to disclose her identity constituted passive resistance. Notably, in the 2017 case of Oregon v. McNally, the Oregon Supreme Court defined passive resistance as non-compliance with a police officer's lawful order without resorting to violence or active measures.
Well, I have been courteous.
As you should be.
Okay, so we don't need to argue about that because I have been courteous. I'll give you the applicable law.
Does it apply to vehicles or does it apply to bicycles?
So Oregon defines bicycles as a vehicle, but they still in law define it as a vehicle when it's ridden on the roadway, which it was. So if at the end of this I gave you a citation and you felt that was wrongfully issued, I don't really want to give you a warning any longer.
I feel like you're
I no longer wish to give you a warning.
My information,
I wish to give you a citation now. I no longer wish to give you a warning. So now I need your identification to give you a citation, because that's what I intend to do.
I don't feel comfortable giving you my information.
I understand that. There will be consequences if you make that choice. It's harder for me to do on my phone. Do you have the little
Pocketbook?
Yeah.
I've got traffic and criminal. Which one would you like?
Both, actually.
Okay. It's traffic.
I'm gonna grab my water bottle. Don't be worried.
Yeah, so the first law that I'll draw your attention to, this is a violation law, but it's 811-295, failure to drive on right.
That's not what I'm contesting. I'm just asking,
You want to know how I have the authority to ask you for your information?
how you have the authority to ask for my information and how you can dignify me being on this side of the road.
My visual observations. My visual observations. And the court has upheld that officers' visual observations. Ma'am, I can't fix all of your belief systems. I mean, no, you're articulating your interpretation, which is nonsensical. That's clearly the middle of the road as
The middle of the road, this whole slab and this slab are about equal. I can see down the whole road right in the middle.
All right, please go stand back
So
on the curb.
I think that this is what I'm trying to articulate. You have
I
a
follow
defense of me being on the side of the road.
Okay.
I don't believe it's wrong
So
for me to ask
let
you
me
for
tell you the statute
information.
that's going to lead to your arrest if you don't comply, okay?
You're going to arrest me for asking for information?
I'm going to arrest you for failing to comply if you don't. You've asked me to tell you how I can do this, so I'm going to do that. Do you want to hear or not? It's called interfering, and I'm going to give you the definition of it.
But you're not understanding the principle of the situation. The principle of this. When I asked for information stating, why do you need my information in order to give me a warning, you mentioned that that was the rule and that was the law. And I asked you to provide me that rule and that law. So all I am doing is asking, why do I have to give you my information right now?
Your lack of cooperation has made it clear to me that a warning will not suffice to change your behavior.
Can you define what not cooperation is?
He said it best, passive resistance, which is what you're giving.
So can you define passive resistance for me a little bit better? So passive resistance is me articulating my...
No, it's arguing with me when I've given you a lawful order and you've refused to comply with it.
I think that refusal and submission are different. You are the one that are preventing yourself. You don't even have these books in your bag. I am not the one preventing you.
According to Oregon law, Hansen could not be arrested for defying police commands, even though she resisted passively. Trooper Katsikas attempted to intimidate Hansen, and additional Corvallis police officers became involved, leading to Hansen's brief detention and subsequent release. This case set a significant precedent, highlighting the importance for law enforcement to differentiate between active interference and passive resistance. Following this incident, University President Ed Ray expressed concern and threatened to sever the school's long-standing relationship with the state police, which had been in place since the 1980s. Ray indicated that until the issue was resolved to OSU's satisfaction, they would reconsider renewing the contract with the Oregon State Police.
You have an opportunity at this moment to give me your identification, and you can have a citation and you can leave. If you fail to do that, I'm going to arrest you at this point.
You are going to arrest me for not giving you information.
Correct.
When I was asking why you needed my information.
Yes. If you refuse to do that, you are under arrest.
I would like to have some more clarification on this.
There's not going to be more clarification. I need a yes or a no from you.
I don't answer questions.
Okay, you're under arrest.
I don't answer questions.
Stop!
Stop! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Get back now!
She's not complying.
Okay,
roll onto your stomach.
I need you to get off of me.
Roll on your stomach.
Stop.
I need you. I'm not moving.
Roll on your stomach.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving. They say I'm resisting. I'm not moving.
Just stay still. You're fine. You're under arrest for interfering with a peace officer. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questions are asked. If you do choose to make a statement, you can stop talking at any time. Do you understand your rights?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, that's fine. 2424, one in custody for interfering with a peace officer. I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it. Here, we're gonna help you so you don't.
I don't need your help. I can set up myself.
Stop.
I asked to set up by myself.
Stop, or you're not.
I would rather lay down.
Hey,
I would rather lay down.
Put her prone.
I would rather lay down. Please let me sit up by myself.
No.
Please let me sit up by myself. I will sit on the curb. I don't answer questions. Please let me sit on the side of the curb.
We are being gentle. She's not.
Please let me sit up on the curb. Please stop touching me.
You don't get to tell.
Please stop touching me. Am I resisting you, sir?
No.
Please stop touching me.
Okay, stay where you are.
I need help. Can you call my mother?
Stay back.
I'm making a phone call.
Stay back. You can make a phone call from over there. Get over there now.
May I sit up?
No. I want you to stay like that.
I'm really glad that I get to do everything that you want.
You're now under arrest, so your rights are a little bit limited at this moment as far as your freedom. Hi. I haven't identified her. That's the whole reason we're in handcuffs, is refusing to provide identification on a stop.
I would like you to stand up.
Oh, please don't touch me.
I'm going
Sir,
to touch you.
I can stand up on my own. I don't need assistance.
Sure.
Okay, man? Yeah, I'm just disappointed in the way it goes these days.
Yes, I totally agree.
I disagree with that, sir.
I know you do, but that's been your attitude all along. You disagree with everything I say. Physically, I'm fine. None of us got hurt. It wasn't that. It's just.
Are you injured? I'm going to take your necklace off. Would you like me to put it in your bag or in a for...
I'm working a cover shift on my day off, and I'm sick. And then I make one traffic stop. Passive resistance jackpot.
Then you have two definitions of jackpot.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
She's riding bicycle.
It was later revealed that the university administration decided to terminate its contract with the Oregon State Police on October 23, 2019. While specific reasons were not detailed, Mindy McCart, the communications director for the Oregon State Police, acknowledged the decision was influenced by the department's statewide responsibilities and concerns for personnel safety. As of now, there is no information regarding any legal proceedings related to this incident. It's crucial to underscore the significance of due process and adherence to legal procedures in such cases. In the United States, the legal system operates on the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. Therefore, thorough investigation is necessary before drawing conclusions regarding any allegations or accusations. While awaiting further developments, it remains essential to stay informed about the complexities of law enforcement practices and the rights of individuals involved. Meet Brian Philippot, a 47-year-old lieutenant hailing from Washoe County, Michigan. His actions on November 3, 2016, in Montmorency County caused quite a stir. Reports flooded in about a truck matching Brian's description, dangerously swerving off the road and narrowly avoiding collisions. What ensued was a shocking display of entitlement and arrogance, qualities quite uncharacteristic of someone in Brian's position. Even when pulled over, Brian's demeanor was anything but remorseful. Despite being clearly intoxicated, he brazenly admitted to drinking. In times past, such behavior might have gone unnoticed, but with the advent of body cameras, incidents like these are brought to light.
Can I see your license, registration, proof of insurance? Okay. You got your ID, department ID, and your driver's license. The reason why I'm stopping you is we got multiple reckless driving calls about you. And then when I'm following you, you're hitting the shoulder of the road. You been drinking? How many?
Just a couple.
Okay. Okay. You been drinking on the way here?
Just one.
You got your registration, proof of insurance? Do you have a firearm on you? Okay. Do you got your pistol? Are you a corrections officer or deputy? Lieutenant? Okay. Alright, just attack it right back to you.
What's truly disturbing is how Brian's status seemed to shield him from the repercussions that an ordinary citizen would undoubtedly face. Despite the officer's commendable attempts at dialogue, Brian remained obstinate, refusing to heed their instructions. Nevertheless, Officer Zachary remained resolute in reminding Brian that even those in law enforcement are not above the law. Despite repeated warnings, Brian persisted in his combative stance, prompting Officer Zachary to take the necessary steps outlined in UC.
Brian, I'm going to have you step out of the car. I'm going to do a field sobriety test for you. I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. What would you like me to do?
Just let me go.
I can't. I had multiple phone calls. You'd be in the same situation if I was in the vehicle in your county, correct? I've got multiple 911 calls about a reckless driver, plate and all matches, almost hitting vehicles. I'm going to ask you nicely to step out of this vehicle. If I let you go, I'm going to lose my career over you. This is northern Michigan. We're a small department. You know I have my job to do. You know that.
Yeah.
And I understand your point, your position. So please step out of the vehicle for me. So I'm asking you nicely.
I know you won't, but just let me go.
I can't let you go. We're way past that point. You're a lieutenant. You know how this works. So, if one of your deputies is in the position as I am right now, calling you as a lieutenant, this is what I got. I'm not losing my career over you. This will make me lose my career over you. So I'm gonna ask you one more time. Step out of this vehicle nicely for me, Brian. We are way past.
Just let me stay here.
I can't.
No. If you let me stay here, I'll be gone.
No.
I promise.
Brian, we've already went past that point. Tell us. Any other person you would have drug out of this vehicle, correct?
No.
That's refusing to step out of this vehicle. No. I don't want to yank you out of this vehicle.
No, just let me go.
I can't. We're done with that.
No.
My bosses already know.
That's fine.
That's not fine. Step out of this vehicle right now. I am being a good guy. Brian, out of this vehicle. I'm asking you nicely. You know, the next thing, I'm going to go hands-on with you.
No,
and you're going to go to jail for R&O. You want that. Brian, if I touch you,
come check on me.
if I have to pull you out of this truck right here, right now, it's going to be a big issue.
No.
Step out of this vehicle. If I yank you out,
No, don't.
you're going to have an R&O charge. I cannot let someone go drunk.
And sleep it off. That's all I ask.
We're way past that point. I'm not losing my career over you.
And I'm not losing my career either, so.
So, you doing exactly what you're doing is not helping your career out.
Let me go over.
Why do you think I want to arrest a cop? We're not above the law. And we're at the point, Brian, you have to step out of this vehicle now.
So just let me.
I can't do that. You know that. My boss is already aware of the situation.
Let me go over, buddy.
I don't want to fight you. You're getting recorded.
That's fine.
How can I just let you go knowing you're intoxicated?
Brian, it's not like it's a road beer or two.
I'm asking you nicely. Please step out of this vehicle with me. Step out peacefully. Be a man about it. Or I start yanking in you and get you out of here. And if you keep resisting, you're gonna get a taser. Brian, out of this vehicle now.
Don't touch me.
Let's step out. You know this. Out of this vehicle. You are
No.
resisting an officer.
No,
You know
I'm
this.
not.
I'm not losing my career over you. Out of this
I'm
vehicle.
not gonna listen to me.
Brian, you're already resisting.
No, Deputy Morrison.
Yes.
Yes, I will pull over and.
We're way past that point. Out of this vehicle right now.
No, I will.
Brian.
Very good.
Out.
Fine.
Out. Then get out.
No, just go.
Not happening.
Oh my gosh. No, don't.
Out.
No.
We just have to. Out.
Brian, go. Step out of the vehicle.
No, one more time.
Step out
You're
of the
going
vehicle.
to get a taser.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
17, step it up.
No.
Step out of the vehicle!
You're getting a taser. Back up. Taser right now if you don't get out. Out. Right now.
Criminal law. Under USES, criminal law, driving under the influence DUI is a serious offense. The legal limit for blood alcohol concentration back is 0.08%, and exceeding this limit constitutes a DUI, punishable by fines, license suspension, and possible jail time. Brian's staggering intoxication was evident as he struggled to maintain his balance, his unsteady movements betraying his inebriated state. Despite this, he adamantly resisted cooperating with sobriety tests, further complicating the situation.
Go to the front of my car. You got your firearm on you.
No, I don't.
I'm patting you down. Turn around. Are you going to do sobriety tests? It's affirmative.
Can I just pull off?
No.
Just let me pull
Brian, we're done with this.
Hold on.
Talk to me. Yes or no? Are you doing field sobriety tests? I'm in a horrible situation.
I know. Just let me.
If I was drunk in your position and
I'm
you
not
pulled me over, I'd feel horrible. But I'm not going to resist.
Just let me go. I will.
Yes or no? Are you going to do a field sobriety test for me?
I just want to sleep it off.
Are you going to do a field sobriety test for me?
Can we just sleep it off?
It's a yes or no question.
It's not. Let's just sleep it off.
No. Are you going to do a field sobriety test? Yes or a no?
Just let me.
No. We're not doing this way. Are you doing field sobriety tests?
No, you have to.
Are you doing field sobriety tests for me? Are you going to do a field sobriety test? Walk the line, one-legged stands, you know the routine. Yes or no? We're going to do field sobriety.
No, just let me.
You're on my side, then do the sobriety test. It's a
No,
yes.
I'm not on your side. If you're on my side, you'd let me just go to.
If you're not going to do field sobriety test, turn around, place your hands on your back. You're under arrest.
No,
You are under arrest.
Okay, stop.
You're
Stop.
under. You're not
No,
going to.
I'm not resisting.
You're under arrest.
No,
place your
listen.
hands behind your back.
No.
Don't make it even worse. Stop. I don't want to put you on the ground. Dude, stop it right now. Stop it. You are getting handcuffs on because you're fighting us the entire time. You wouldn't cooperate at any point of this.
Well, I tried.
Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to hire a lawyer and have him or her present while being questioned. So, if you give up your right to remain silent and later wish to stop answering questions, no further questions will be asked. Okay, you are placed under arrest for suspicion of operating while intoxicated.
In a recent turn of events, Brian alluded to a suspected cop-to-cop deal and illicit arrangement known within law enforcement circles. However, Deputy Morrison refused to be complicit, standing firm in his principles. As tensions reached a boiling point, physical intervention became inevitable. Brian was subdued and placed into a police vehicle, where subsequent tests revealed a blood alcohol concentration of 0.27-3 times the legal limit. Under Michigan law, a BAC of 0.17% or higher constitutes a super drunk offense, resulting in harsher penalties, including longer jail sentences, higher fines, and mandatory alcohol treatment programs.
Then let me sleep. Stop.
You're making us forcefully.
No, stop. No, you haven't, because I will sleep it off on the side of the road. You can come check on me anytime you want.
No. Have a seat.
No.
In my car. In my car. Get in there. Crawl in. I don't care. You're sitting down in my car.
Sit down and we'll talk.
No, we won't.
Okay, then sit down and we won't talk, regardless of anything. Sit down.
In my car.
No, stop. I'm not going to fight.
Brian, please don't kick me. That's all I'm going to ask.
No.
Yes.
Just let me.
Brian, don't.
Stop.
Put your foot back in.
Right?
Put your foot back.
Did I not agree to that?
Brian.
What are you doing?
Pull his shoulder back.
Despite Brian's lengthy tenure, consequences followed, though some deemed them lenient. He was placed on unpaid administrative leave pending an internal investigation, only to later return to duty in a diminished capacity. Many view this as preferential treatment rather than genuine accountability. It's crucial to acknowledge that in the United States, such breaches of conduct could potentially invoke penalties under relevant criminal statutes, underscoring the imperative for transparency and equitable consequences within law enforcement. The principle of equal justice under the law mandates that all individuals, regardless of their position, are subject to the same legal standards and consequences. Through this video, we hope to awaken sensitivity and seriousness within you regarding the issue of police corruption in the United States. You are not just a viewer, but an integral part of our community capable of influencing positive change. Let's connect and share your perspectives, experiences, and opinions with us. By doing so, we can collectively make positive changes in our community. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest important messages and stories from the Cops Quiz channel. Goodbye and see you again soon.